Hey everyone, welcome back to Micro Adventures. Ellie and Josiah here. We are going to take you through a full body workout today. If you have a mat that you'd like to use for some lying down core work, roll one out beside your micro today. If you've got some hand weights, set them up front. And then if you only have one set of handlebars, we're going to hook them up to the back platform today for a fun variation. One white spring to start, or one black if you don't have a white. Let's get things going. We are going to begin in a around the world. So you're gonna have a seat on your back platform. Pull your carriage to you. Feet can hook over the rail or underneath your strap if you have it. From here, we're gonna go ahead and extend the arms out in front of the chest, roll your shoulders away from your ears, and try to find a little bit of an opening across the chest. Knit your low ribs together, maybe a squeeze the inner thighs. From there, we're gonna hinge back just till you feel your abs catch. And then we're gonna open one arm straight out to the side. You can take it all the way back, following the hand with the gaze, come back through center, hips stay steady. Other side, we'll open that arm out, come back through center. So option here to add on if you like. You can take the arm out in line with the shoulder and then just tap it down to the floor, come back through center. You can also add a little movement with the legs, as well as that tap. But keep going here, your own pace, your own variations, your own flair. Chest is staying lifted. And we're finding our obliques right away today. So really getting into our waistline right from the get-go. Shoulders relaxed, again, broad through your collarbones. We're gonna go just 10 more seconds here. We've got a giant grizzly bear on deck. So hands will come to the carriage, feet to your back platform. Meet me in a giant plank in 3, 2, and 1. So hands to the carriage, feet on your back platform, giant plank. Once you're in your giant plank, go ahead and just give me a giant bear. So finding this tabletop position, hips level with the shoulders, scoop through the low abs, lengthen back out, find your plank, and then you're gonna step both feet up and over those back handlebars to one side of the back platform, and then you're gonna go giant bear there. Good, we'll lengthen back out into our plank, step the feet up to the platform. We'll go another bear. Beautiful. And then we'll step both feet over to the other side and we'll hit another bear. So keep this going really slowly and with control, right? If it's a little bit too much with the stepping side to side, you can just stay in giant bear. Good, we've got 10 more seconds to go here. We come down to the knees, down to the forearms. We're going giant twisted inchworm, right oblique in 3, 2, and 1. So set your knees down, forearms down. Go ahead and angle your right oblique to slightly face the floor here. And from there, it's a giant inchworm. So we're gonna slide the carriage out away from us. We're gonna pull the elbows back beneath the shoulders, and it's a side body crunch. You're gonna round up through the right oblique, and then come back out. Find the length, loosen up through the neck. Good, and we're in this twisted position, so you've swiveled your hips just slightly to the left, just enough to feel your right oblique doing more of the work. Good, check in, shoulders away from the ears. Focus on actively lifting the right oblique away from the floor. Great here, great job here, Josiah. Let's go at 10 more seconds like this. Knees are gonna stay. We're gonna keep the swivel of the hips, but walk it up to your hands in 3, 2, and 1. So walk it up to the hands. Keep your right oblique slightly facing the floor. From here, it is a giant twisted cobra kneeling crunch combo. So we're gonna bend the elbows as the carriage slides forward. Good, as you straighten back up through the palms, give me a kneeling crunch. Little lift through the right oblique. Perfect, and then lengthen back out. Now, if cobra is a little bit too much, you can always just do a twisted push-up here, right? That's a really good option, just lowering through the chest. And then we'll hit that kneeling crunch. So really similar to kind of the movement we were just doing in inchworm. Good, great job. All right, friends, so doesn't matter which side you've set your mat up on, that's what we're gonna get into next, okay? So we'll be coming down to the floor and we're gonna lie all the way down onto our backs. You've got 10 seconds. You're gonna meet me lying down on your mat in 5, in 4, in 3. Lower all the way to the mat. Left foot, right leg extends, in the air. From here, hands behind your head, you're gonna anchor down through the core. Right leg's gonna lower to a hover, and then you're gonna lift and reach up and across towards your right ankle. Okay, so we'll calm down, hands behind the head, lower the right leg, and then lift up and over. And just I'm gonna have you take over because I'm right on top of my mic. So lying down on your back, left foot is planted, right leg is up towards the air. It's going to be a leg lift with the right leg. Plant your left foot on the floor for me, Josiah. Right leg extends straight up in the air. Knee can be bent as much as you want. Little leg lift. So lower down, lift and crunch. We're gonna reach towards the right foot. Perfect. And you can bring the right hand behind your head for a little bit of support in the neck. Awesome. Great job, guys. We're gonna go just 10 more seconds in this variation. On deck, we've got some bicycle crunches, so we'll take things side to side, but first a little hold. Bring it on up, reach towards your toes, hold. Give me a little pulse right there. 10 seconds. We go bicycle crunches, nice and slow. Both hands behind the head in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. So both hands behind the head, knees in towards your chest, and we're gonna go bicycle crunches nice and slow side to side. So opposite shoulder, opposite knee. Good, if you need a little more space, just if you scoot forward, you'll be out of those handlebars. And let's take this as slow as you can side to side. So really focus on the rotation. Opposite leg stretching away from you. Lower back isn't arching or rounding away from the floor. Good. If you're feeling this in the hip flexors, you can take your legs straighter in the air. Likewise, if you feel your lower back rounding off the mat, legs get a little bit straighter. And then right here, we're just gonna go ahead and speed these up. Last 10 seconds here, let's take them quick side to side. You've got 8, 7, 6, and 5. Meet me with your right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage in 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna find a squat. Right foot front platform, left foot carriage. If you've got weights, go ahead and grab them. Feet a little wider than your hips. Just go ahead and take a squat down. So sit back into the hips. Core is nice and strong. Drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, slowly lift it up. Okay, now hips need to stay really stable, weight even in both feet. What we're gonna do here is add some little crossbody punches. So as we come down into the squat, we're just gonna reach across the body, right? Pause at your lowest point, and then we'll just take it back up. Now, you can do this with or without weights. What's important here is that your feet stay really stable. So if you feel totally unstable, your body weight shifting to one side or the other, your option would be to switch out for a black spring. That's gonna give you a little bit more support. We're getting into our leg work, but we're just keeping a little emphasis in the core. We're getting a little bit more going on for the upper body. Good, Josiah, I'll have you go ahead and take on over up here. We're just hitting our squats and our punches. In 4, we're gonna take it down and hold. In 3, 2, take it down and hold. So like halfway down into your lowest squat, maybe 75% of the way, shoulders back, core is tight. We're just gonna keep those punches going. Stabilize through your hips, right? So there's no movement in the hips. There's just a little bit of a subtle twist in the upper body. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. If you wanna keep going with the punches, great. If you wanna just hold your weights at heart center, if you wanna do a different movement with the arms, totally up to you. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so we are gonna get into our left leg first today. We will be starting with a floor lunge. So you're facing the direction you're going to be stepping. It'll be your left foot on the floor beside your front platform. Option to use weights or not on this one. Let's take it down one more time here. Final hold in your squat. So take it down, hold, good. Throw those punches. Drive your heels into the surface below you. Core is tight, shoulders back, abs are on. Let's go 5. In 4, floor lunge, left side. In 3, 2, and 1. So left foot's gonna step to the floor beside your front platform. Right toes onto the carriage. Bring it on down into your floor lunge and just hold for me here. So left knee over the ankle, energy down through left heel, little bit of a tip forward from the hips so we've got more body weight in your left leg, right leg's kind of light. We'll extend the arms out in front of your chest. From here, open arm twist. We're gonna take the left arm and reach it back, Okay, if your space is a little bit narrow, you can just bend the elbow and reach back like that. Left arm's gonna come forward, drive through the left heel, press your palms back, slowly come up to standing. So we're gonna take it down nice and slow into this lunge. As you sink into the lunge, arms reach out straight in front of the chest, pause, open arm twist, left arm back, left arm forward, drive through left heel, push the palms back to lift up. So keep going. That is our very first variation in our floor lunge. We're gonna do a couple different variations, so keep your eyes open, your ears open. Stay tuned. We got a couple more to go. I feel like you're about to take off my top knot. All right, friends. In 4, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna hold in 3, 2, take it down, hold. Make sure left knee over left ankle. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center, palms pressed together. Good, bend your right knee in underneath your hip. We're gonna do a little split squat variation. So once the right knee is underneath the hip, I want you to go ahead, drive through your left heel, squeeze left glute, slowly lift up to standing. Good, carriage stays steady. Dip it down to your lowest point, hands at heart center, chest lifted, twist to the left, come back through center, drive through left heel, lift up. So watch that left knee for me, Josiah. We wanna keep it right over the ankle. We're dipping, bending through the back knee, pause at the bottom, little bit of a twist through the heart space, chin off the chest. So on this one, where you're looking is really important. When you hit that little twist at the bottom, it's not a huge movement, but if you're looking down, your twist is gonna go down, right? So think really tall posture, little rotation through the waistline, and then we lift up. In 4, we're gonna hold our split squat position in 3, 2, 1. Hold your split squat position. Hands can go wherever you want. Let's just go carriage kicks. Freeze your left leg, right knee is coming in, right leg is slowly extending out. You're here for 10, 9, 8, 7. We're going regular floor lunge in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back leg is long. Drive into the left heel, squeeze left glute, slowly, slowly lift it up. You have 25 seconds left in this move. We are getting into a single leg squat with a wood chopper with the arms. So you could use 1 weight, 2 weights, no weights, totally up to you. We're just gonna keep this theme through the waistline going. It'll be left foot front platform, right toes to your carriage in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So left foot on your front platform, right toes to the carriage. And I like to stagger my right foot back, weight in hand. From here, you're gonna sit down. It's a single leg squat or a lateral lunge. You're gonna reach your weight outside of your left knee, and you can push into that weight if you'd like. Left glute, left knee, left middle toes all lined up. As you drive through left heel and come up to standing, you're gonna reach your weight out and away from your body, towards your right shoulder. So we're gonna lower down, nice and slow. Sit your weight back into your left glute, reach that weight outside the left knee, pause there. Okay, wiggle your left toes, make sure they're nice and light. Drive through left heel, squeeze left glute, reach that weight up and across your body. Core is gonna stay really engaged through this one. And I want you to make sure that you're not bending through the chest. So as you come down into that single leg squat, notice if you're collapsing or rounding through the upper body. Think length from the crown of your head through your tailbone. If you need to take out the arms, you can always bring one hand to the front of the core, one hand to the low back, creating a little bit of a core sandwich so that you really make sure the abs stay on in this one. Good. In 4, we're gonna find our lunge and hold in 3, 2, come down as that single leg squat, hold, bring your weight to heart center. We're gonna go skater, bend the right knee in slow, and then extend the right leg right back out. So a little skater here with the right leg. Stabilize and freeze your left leg. See if you can sit back through the glutes, energy down through your left heel. Final 20 seconds here. We're going 1 red spring next. You are going to turn around. I want your right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage. We're going standing outer thighs. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So stand up, 1 red spring, turn around. Right foot's on the front platform, left foot's on the carriage, feet inside the straps. If you've got weights, just hang on to them for now. From here, start to push the carriage out as you hinge forward at the hips. right? And I want you to focus on your left leg. So normally in this move, we focus on both legs. Today, I want you to really focus on that left leg. In fact, let's go ahead, send the carriage out like 75% of the way and hold right here. Give me a little pulse. Really push with your left leg. Seal down the outer edge of the foot. Send your attention, your energy there. You're here for 4. You're here for 3, 2, pause, slowly resist in. Great. Now, if you've got those weights, you want to add a little extra options. You could do a little chest opener here as you hinge forward. Right? You could layer in a little tricep kickback. Right? You could do a little bit of a row. Just make sure your abs are staying on the whole time and you're maintaining this length in your spine. And that we don't lose sight that the left leg is the focus. Okay? The left leg's the star of the exercise. Awesome. In 4, let's send it out, hold. In 3, 2, find that 75% of the way, hold. Send the carriage out an inch, back in an inch. Make sure your neck is aligned with the rest of the spine, shoulders out of the ears. You're here for 4, 3, 2, pause. Go back to full range of motion. Try to work your end range. So think halfway in, furthest point out. Final 20 seconds, we are going bungee. So ditch your weights. Bungee goes around the arch of your left foot. This is me to finish around the left leg, so I need you to hustle in this transition. We've got bungee in 10 seconds. If you don't have a bungee, you place a hand weight behind your knee or just use gravity. Let's go bungee in 3, 2, and 1. So come down onto all fours. Bungee wraps around the arch of your left foot. You'll be kicking your left heel up to the ceiling, so it's a little up, up, resist, down, down. You want to try to find a 90-degree bend here in your knee. So think 2 counts up, 2 counts down. If you need more resistance, walk your body forward. I personally like my hands straddling the rail. Wrap your abs in and around you. So this is another exercise that you're going to feel your obliques working. Try to bring a little bit more pressure into the left hand rather than leaning towards the right. Good. Lower back doesn't move. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, lift it up right here, hold. Keep the rest of your body perfectly still. Fire hydrant. You're going to open your left hip over to the left and then bring left knee back beneath the heel. Little opening over to the left, back beneath the heel. Good, keep going. Beautiful. Try not to dump all your weight down into the right hand. Keep the waistline nice and stable. Let's go ahead, peel open the left hip, hold, give me a little pulse, little squeeze, little pulse. 10 seconds, we go back to our bungee kick with a little curl. In 3, 2, come back to your bungee kick position. I want you to squeeze your heel in towards your glute an inch, kick up an inch. Squeeze in an inch, kick up an inch. Listen up, this is not where you ditch the bungee, this is not where you give up. This is where you finish out your left leg. So push a little further, relax your shoulders away from the air, recommit to your core, breathe a little bit deeper. You've got upper body on deck. Little in an inch, little up an inch. Good. Now just kick, just kick, just kick. Highest point, kick, kick, kick. Final 10 seconds here. We're going serve the carriage left side. It's 2 black springs in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change your springs. Let's go 2 black springs. You're going to come to kneeling on what is currently the right-hand side of your machine. Left hand is going to grab your carriage at the front edge and have a seat. Left arm is going to press the carriage out in front of you and then resist back in. So for me, just based on my height, I like to find just a little bit of a hinge forward. You can also do this one seated on the glutes. You could do it with your legs out in front of you. But think about this kind of like serve the platter. You're gonna bend the left elbow in, and then you're gonna push through the left palm, send the arm forward. Try not to twist through the upper body. So right hand to your left shoulder can help to just check in that you're not moving that shoulder too much. Core is engaged. And this is gonna be for your chest as well as your bicep. If you need more resistance, scoot forward. A little less resistance, you're just gonna scoot back a bit. In 4, send it out and hold. In 3, 2, send it forward, hold, don't lock out the arm. Little in an inch, little out an inch, little pulses. 10 seconds, we're going single arm lat pull down. Knees on top of the carriage, left hand, underhand grip of the back platform. In 3, in 2 and 1. Knees on top of the carriage, left hand underhand grip of your back platform. Let's go single arm lat pull. Now, if you get into this move and right away it's too heavy, go ahead and go both arms the whole time. Otherwise, we're going one arm at a time. Core is floating above your knees. Spine is nice and long here. And you're focused in on your left side. So our left lat, right, this big wing-shaped muscle down the side of the back is predominantly what you're using. This underhand grip is gonna give us a little bit more in the bicep. In 4, we're gonna take it back. We're gonna find our hold. In 3, 2, take it back, chest over the back platform, shoulders away from the ears. Give me little pulses, little forward and inch. Draw your collarbones towards that back platform for 4. For 3, 2, go back to full range of motion. 10 seconds, we just switch out our arms. In 4, 3, 2, right hand, underhand grip, switch it out. Go right into the move right away. Check in that your chest is still square towards the floor. Right, just has a really nice option to place the left hand at the back edge of the carriage. That gives you a little bit more core support, a little stability here. And focus on the right side doing the work. So your right side is a bit fresher than your left just was. Great job, slow and controlled. This is a wonderful time to check in with your breath, right? To check in with your pacing. Right, a little bit easier when we're focusing very intensely on just like one arm. In 4, we'll take it back and hold. In 3, 2, let's take it back. Let's find our hold. Give me those little pulses, forward an inch, shoulders relaxed, neck is long. You're here for 4, 3, 2, back to full range of motion. Awesome. So listen up. We're going to go little gentle carriage ride to the front. Don't let your toes get caught. You'll exit to the left-hand side. We go serve the carriage for the right arm. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So exit to what is your left-hand side. Right hand will grab the carriage. You can be on your knees or seated on your glutes. And I'll go ahead and take over this one, Josiah. So your seated spine is upright. So I showed it to you guys kneeling before. You can also have a seat on your glutes here. So depending on what position works best for you, this is where we want to be, right? And then we want to make sure the wrist is nice and neutral. And again, left hand can come over to the right shoulder just to make sure we're not kind of like throwing the shoulder forward, right? So posture is important in this one. Shoulders stay square, and we're using our right arm. Good, try to make sure the wrist isn't bending so the wrist stays nice and neutral. If you need more resistance, simply scooting forward. Less resistance, we're scooting back. On deck, we are changing our springs. We're going to one white spring. We're gonna meet in a giant kneeling forearm plank. So knees on the back platform, forearms in the carriage. Let's send it out this time and hold. Give me those little pulses. 10 seconds. One white spring, we hustle to our giant kneeling plank. In 3, 2, 1. Change your springs first. So we go one white. Knees on your back platform, you're facing the front of the machine, forearms to your carriage. And just go ahead, hold it here. So once we all get caught up, shoulders away from the ears, lengthen out through the neck, squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Let's just do a tiny little dip of the hips, right and left. Tiny little swivel of the hips. Okay, if you're still getting into the movement, no big deal. Join us here. We're here for 10, 9, 8. We're gonna go giant twisted inchworm for our left oblique. In 4, 3, 2, swivel the hips slightly to the right. So left oblique is angled towards the floor. You're gonna slide the carriage out away from you. And then it's a big side body crunch on the way in. Awesome. Great job, everybody. Let's keep this going. Check in with your neck, check in with your breath. Notice if you're kind of rushing through this movement because it's a pretty intense one, right? Try to slow yourself down and really focus on that active squeeze in your left oblique, right? You're squeezing as much as you can on that left side. And remember, our next move is gonna kind of mirror what we're doing right now. Good, we're coming up to the hands. we've got our twisted giant cobra kneeling crunch combo in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So knees stay, but walk it up to your hands. You're gonna go 1 twisted cobra, so bending through the elbows as the carriage slides forward, and then we'll come back up to straight arms, and we're gonna hit that kneeling crunch, so little oblique crunch left side, perfect. And if the twisted cobra feels not quite right today, twisted push-up's a really great option, right? And as always, anything we do on the back of the machine can always be done on the front of the machine for just a little less intensity, right? So listen to your body and take what you need. Great job, friends. We're gonna be lying down on our backs next. So wherever you've got your mat or floor space set up, we're gonna get into that twisted crunch with a leg lift. Let's go 10 more seconds in this move. We will come to our mats lying down in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead, lie down on your back, hands behind the head, ground down through the sole of your right foot, left leg up towards the sky, anchor down through the core. So left leg's gonna slowly lower down to hover, and then left leg lifts, and we're gonna crunch and reach towards the outer edge of your left ankle. So everything lowers down, and then everything lift, crunch, and twist up. Good. Lower back does not round off the mat as you lower the leg, right? One hand can stay behind the head the whole time to support your neck. You can flex or point the foot. If your hamstrings are feeling a little tight, maybe a bigger bend in the knee feels good, or maybe just finding tabletop position with the legs, so tapping the heel down and then reaching up and over, right? So you can always find a position that's gonna work for you. In 4, let's find our crunch and hold. In 3, 2, lift it up and across, find that little hold, give me little pulses. 10 seconds in this pulse. We're gonna go right back into those bicycle crunches in 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, hands behind the head, knees in towards your chest, curl head, neck, and shoulders up, and we'll just go ahead and twist slowly side to side. So the slower you go, the more likely you are to feel your core really start to shake on these. Toes can be pointed or feet flexed. I just want you to have really active legs here. Good. And rather than bringing the elbow towards your knee, I want you to think about bringing your shoulder, right, your chest up and across towards that knee. All right, friends, keep going with those bicycle crunches. We're gonna pick them up for the final 10 seconds, and we are getting into our right side floor lunge next. So right here, pick up the pace on those bicycle crunches, nice and quick, nice and quick, nice and quick. 10 seconds, we go floor lunge right side in 5, in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So right foot plants next to the front platform, left toes tucked to the carriage. We'll take it down into our floor lunge, hold. Outer right hip wraps back, little hinge forward, little more weight down through the right heel. Float your arms out in front of you to start. So that open arm twist, we're just gonna open the right arm out to the right, come back through center, both arms in front of you. Drive through your right heel, squeeze right glute as you press back through the palms, lift up. Now, if your space is a little more narrow, right, you don't have to keep the arm straight as you twist. Reach forward, drive the elbow back, extend the arm back, bend in, reach forward, then slowly lift, right? So make whatever size space you have at home really work for you, right? But the point of this twist at the bottom, right, it's not a huge twist, okay? I don't want you over twisting and getting into your hips. I want some emphasis in the waistline, so we're getting a little extra core and oblique, but I also want you pausing at the bottom of this lunge, so we're getting more work in the right leg, okay? Your leg series today is a little bit compressed for this longer format class, and part of the reason we're doing a little less time is because we're doing more intensity. On 4, we're down and hold in 3, 2, find your lunge, hold, hands come to prayer at heart center, back knee is gonna bend in until it's underneath your hip. We're going split squats. Drive through the right heel, slowly lift it up without locking out the right knee. Good. Sink it on down. Once you hit the bottom of your split squat, just a little twist, right? Little tiny twist through the waistline. Good. Come back through center. Slowly lift up. Try to get your chin off the chest. open the chest a little more, broaden through the collarbones. And you can keep the thumbs at your heart space. That's kind of a good rule of thumb to see if you're like over twisting in this one. So your chin, your thumbs, and the center of your sternum all stay lined up. So we just get a little rotation. We come back through center, drive through the right heel, lift up. You're gonna feel some burning in the top of your left quad as well. Excellent. Great job, everybody. Let's go 10 seconds in this variation. Then we're gonna hold our lunge. In 4, hold your lunge in 3, 2, bring it on down, hold the lunge. From here, carriage kicks, just send the carriage out away from you. Bend through back knee, bring it in. Look down at your right knee. Is it knocking in, out, forward, or back? Can you line it up over the heel? Maybe a bigger hinge forward from the hips, a little more weight in the right leg. Keep kicking the left leg slowly out, slowly back in. We go back to our floor lunge in 3, 2, drive through right heel slowly and with control, lift up. Final 20 seconds of this move, I want you just lifting and lowering in your floor lunge. Find a nice tip forward in the hips so you're getting more core, more right leg. Awesome. We're going single leg squat with a wood chopper. Right foot to your front platform, left foot to the carriage. Weights or no weights, up to you. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the right foot to the front platform. Left foot is gonna tuck on the carriage. You can set the left foot down all the way, but we're gonna sit down into that single leg squat right side. You're gonna reach your weight or your arms off to the outer edge of your right knee. Core is strong. Drive through the right heel, reach your arms up and across your body as you lift. So sink it down into that single leg squat. Arms reach outside you, and then up and across the body as you lift. Really important as you do this, okay? It's this length through our spine. So from the crown of your head through your tailbone, your core is wrapping in and around you, right? You're sitting back into a squat, which means we're hinging at our hip creases, right? Driving through the heels, slowly lifting up. I want y'all going even slower than Josiah is. So challenge yourself, move a little bit slower. Okay, really important not to rush through this. Pay attention to your right knee. Okay, as I'm knocking in, out, forward, back. Needs to stay behind the right toes, but it will come forward a little bit more than it would on your lunges. Beautiful. In 4, we're gonna take it on down. We're gonna find our hold in 3, 2, take it down, weight at heart center. Hold your right leg steady, sink your right hip back. Good, let's go skating with the left leg. Left leg slowly bends the carriage in, slowly extends it back out. Perfect. Let's go 15 seconds. Beautiful job. We'll go back to full range of motion here in 5, in 4, 3, 2, extend the left leg out long. Go ahead and go back to full range of motion, your wood chopper. You've got 20 seconds left to finish out this move. We are going to 1 red spring, okay? We are focused on the right leg, so we'll be turning around and your right foot will be on the carriage, left foot on your front platform. 1 red spring in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change out those springs. So weights or no weights, up to you. 1 red. It's gonna be left foot front platform, right foot carriage. You're facing this way, standing outer thighs. Good. So find your outer thighs first, hinging forward at the hips. And remember, today, rather than focusing on both legs evenly, we're really focused on the leg that's on the carriage. So I want you to focus on this push with your right leg. If you have straps, feet inside the straps, push into that strap, right? Pause at your furthest point, absorb all of that spring tension with your right leg as the carriage slowly comes back in, right? Stopping before you lose the tension, and then send it out again. In fact, let's send it out again, and we're gonna find our little hold here. So send it out, find your little hold, give me that little pulse, tiny little pulse. 10 seconds, build the pressure in the outer lining of the right leg. Here's 3, 2, hold, slowly resisting, go back to full range of motion. Right, so emphasize the right leg. Good, this is our second to last leg exercise in class. I want you really playing with your edge here, right? That place where it feels super uncomfortable in your body. but where you can maybe just go a little bit further, maybe a little bit slower, maybe add on one more thing that makes this a little more challenging. If you're using the weights, we could do a chest opener, tricep kick back, row, whatever you want. We're gonna find our next hold in 3, in 2, 1, send it out, hold, build the pressure in the outer lining of the thigh. Give me that little pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pause, full range of motion. You've got under 20 seconds to go. Bungee is gonna finish out our right leg. Make this transition the quickest one you've done all day. Okay, so hustle to get that bungee around the arch of your right foot in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Bungee kicks, right heel up to the sky. So coming down to all fours, and listen, if you don't have a bungee, you can absolutely do this on the floor. Hips and shoulders squared to the floor, right heel towards the glute. We're kicking up, up, resisting down, down. Abs are on fire in this move. Lengthen out both sides of the waistline, so more space between the shoulders and the hip creases. You can always come down to your forearms if you feel a lot of movement in your lower back, right? And I don't even have a bungee, but honestly, working against gravity and squeezing the muscle of my glute gets my leg to shake right away, right? So just because you don't always have the exact perfect equipment doesn't mean you cannot get a kick-ass workout every single time you step on this machine. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, lift, hold. Let's go fire hydrant. So rotate the right hip over to the right and then bring the knee back in underneath the heel. Do not let any other part of your body move. Take some of the tension and weight out of your left hand here. If you're starting to dump into the left side, re-square your body. Lean a little bit more to the right without falling over. Good. Fire up the outer side of the booty. After that standing outer thighs, you should definitely feel this here. And listen up, friends. We have 2 moves left in class. 2 moves to push it. Relax your shoulders. Open up the right hip. Give me those little pulses, little pulses, little pulses. Yes, you can. Do not quit now. Here's 5, 4, 3. Go back to your bungee kick. 2 and 1. Back to that bungee kick. Heel comes in towards the glute. Kick up. Squeeze in. Lift up. In an inch. Up an inch. Keep it going. Core is tighter. Shake out the neck. Yes, you can. Build that tension. Build that intensity. Work for what you're feeling in your body. Through this struggle comes your strength. Hold at the top, little pulses, little pulses, little pulses, 13 seconds. Yes, you can. We go 1 white spring, reverse wheelbarrow. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ditch your bungee, change your springs. We're going 1 white spring. Give me a reverse wheelbarrow. So shoulders, hips, knees, 1 long line. Send the carriage out away from you. Use your core slowly and with control, bring it back in. This is your second to last exercise in class, okay? If you'd like to layer in a push-up every time the hands are beneath the shoulders, you can go ahead and drop a push-up there. I want you to knit your low ribs together, squeeze your glutes slightly, tuck your hips underneath you. Awesome. So focus in, center of your abs. We've done so much for the obliques today. I want you to focus right up and down your 6-pack. Find your abs and your lats to pull the carriage back in towards you. We're gonna go 15 seconds and we are on to our final move. Our finisher today is gonna be really fun. You've got 10 seconds. Meet me in a reverse floor plank. Feet to the floor, hands stay where they are on the carriage. In 3, in 2, 1, find your reverse floor plank. So up on the toes, we're gonna go 1 mountain climber, right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest. Then you're gonna walk your feet up to a hovering tabletop on that platform. Walk your feet back to the floor. Now let's repeat left side. So left knee to the chest, right knee to the chest, then step it up. Left, right, step down to the floor. Keep the hips level. Do it again. We go right knee to the chest, left knee to the chest, step to your hovering tabletop, step back to the floor, repeat, other side. So keep going here. It's 1 mountain climber, 1 walk up, 1 walk down. You have 20 seconds left in your workout. I want you to lengthen out through the neck, broaden through the collarbones, point thumbs forward, wrap knuckles to the floor. Whatever you've got left, do it right here. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose, you are done. Set your hips to your heels, stretch your arms forward. Ooh. Take a full body deep breath in and a full breath out. Just allow yourself to melt down into the machine. Amazing, amazing job. Let's go ahead, slowly walk your hands in towards you. Okay, let's make our way up to a seated position. So a comfortable seat, you could be seated on your heels, crisscross, whatever works. Okay, we're gonna do just a little opening through the chest real quick. So inhale, circle sweep, arms reach up. And then exhale, cactus the arms, lift your chest. Draw your shoulders down your back, elbows down and back. Take your eye gaze up towards the ceiling. Good, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, one more time, cactus the arms, lift the chest. Good, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart. One more time, inhale, circle sweep, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Awesome, awesome job. Thank you so much for taking the time to work out with us today. Tell your friends about us, kiss your puppies, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, guys.